the last fixture for the weekend, the round of 16, which will be Richards Bay FC taking on Sekhukhune United, who will be the away side for this particular fixture. Coach Lehlohonolo Seema joins me here on stage to preview that fixture. And like we did with the first two sessions, I will take the first hand that I see. Let's take the first question from the floor. Okay, let's go to Mazola. There's the mic. Thank you. Coach, over here. Coach.
Oh, okay.
Coach, obviously facing a team that's maybe one could say in a bit of transition as well, a new coach, new players. What do you think about them, and are you hoping to also take advantage of that? Because you've come back to Sekhukhune, familiar with the players, maybe you have an edge in terms of you are more familiar than Brandon is with the players at the moment.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone, colleagues. Because I was here since, so I was already about to sleep, so I want to see. I'm just saying that we waited long. No, good afternoon, everyone. I think that Mazola, both teams are in transition. Like you mentioned, I came back, so he went there. So, of course, it's a team that you can see that it's improving each and every game. If you can check the way they played their matches, even the margins of the scores that were there, you could see it's a team that is really doing well, and we are quite aware of they've got a lot of dynamics that are very, very challenging, but we are working on them, but we're expecting a very, very difficult game. It's going to be difficult. I don't think me being there is giving me that edge. I think this break has given all the coaches a lot of time to work on whatever they wanted to work on, and I think it's going to be a good, difficult game.
Okay, if we've got your mind, let's go to Kamu and then Temple.
Coach, you just crashed out of the Confederations Cup. So with what you have seen in terms of your team performance combinations, are you happy with what you have currently, and then also going into this weekend's fixture against Richards?
No, yeah, during that time, the first games that we played, we just played 3 games in the league, and the one that we are talking about, it's where we are as a coaches, technical team, we are trying to check how far we are as a team, and we're trying to get those combinations that you are talking about, the relationships with the team. So by then I can say we are still trying to find out, but at the moment at least we have an idea of how we want to play, and the understanding of the players, the new ones and the old ones that are there, the relationships are building. So yeah, I think starting from this game going forward, there's some things that they should be happening automatically between the players, because we have been working for some time.
Joseph, sport coach, you've got a rejuvenated Sekhukhune there. What does it bring into this team going into a big match like this one, where you need each and every one of your players to bring their A game? And how has it settled in, seeing that he's got, he's just had some few minutes under his belt?
You call 60 minutes few minutes, then yeah, no, he played 60. It's good to have a guy like Sipo in the team. He's settling very well, and rightfully so, like you're saying, he looked happy at training, looks happy at training, he's working hard, and definitely we are quite aware that he hasn't played for some time, so we are not putting him under pressure, but it's always nice when he's in the mix, and yeah, for sure, we will build him gradually. You will see him here and there in the matches up until we can say now we are right. Maybe can push even for the 90 minutes on Wednesday weekend. But yeah, for now we are still trying to build him so that he cannot break down on us. But it's good to have him around. He's bringing a lot of experience and a lot of maturity, and another dimension that he's bringing is the way he plays, and he's trying to understand the way we want to play. But he looked very good, and yeah, we continue working, but yeah, we still have a lot of work to do, especially on him, but we are happy he's making a progress.
Brother there, Fanny.
Thank you very much. Just to add on the term coach, Lesedi Kaping, how far is he? Any chance that we could see him playing for you in Sudan?
Lesedi, the good thing is he was in the team that went to do the preseason previously where he was, and he was not that far, so definitely he's close and very close, and he's looking good. Once you can have a good clean bill of health, then it gives you an edge. He's working hard, and yeah, we are excited to have him also in the mix. It's giving us another dimension also, especially the way we want to organize ourselves this season. Yeah, so he's not far. He's very close, and soon you will see him doing his thing in the Sekhukhune colors.
Jabulo,
From this 24.
just straight through.
Coach, Sekhukhune has assembled a very competitive squad. What do you think this team is capable of achieving, looking at what you have? And as a coach, when you look at the team finishing fourth last season, it's a team that's been on a steady sort of progress, but has been hampered with some of the decisions in the boardroom, with some of the coaches coming in and out. As a coach, how do you sort of buffer that situation in that you've got a good squad that can do things, but sometimes the team's setback has been sort of their own undoing?
I think even last season we still had a competitive team. I think we did fairly well. Even in our CAF games, I think the team has been, like you are saying, every season it's been showing signs of improvement. And we are aware of the pressure that is on us, and the kind of players that we have. The management, you can see that they really supporting the technical team. They really trying to build a strong team that maybe can now say the team can challenge for things. And as for the other stuff, I can tell you that's why I'm here. That you can see that things have been rectified, and we all do things that at the end of the day, when we look back, we say we could have done this better, and we go revisit, and then we move on. So I can tell you that the spirit and the working environment, everything is looking good, and I'm happy. It's up to us as a team and the technical team that we have that to make sure that we try by all means always putting the best team forward. But I think that everyone that is at Sekhukhune at the moment is good enough to play, to be in the field of play.
Yeah, thank you. Coach, I just want to ask you about Keleto. Makhalwa, I think so far this season has been one of the top players, not only in terms of contributing to the goals, but just the overall play, how I see him. And in terms of how we utilize him, are you looking maybe at giving him more freedom, multiple roles in the team? Especially also with the arrival of Mbule, I think it's also freezing from another position. And also, you've got another boy, Vandal.
Vandal, yes.
Yeah, yes. Can you tell us more about him? Also, where do you get him? And how are you looking at developing it? Because it's got a promising left foot. And how he also gets into good scoring positions.
Thank you, Ndadeveli. I think, to start with Keleto, one thing that I've done already is to having one-on-one with the players, and he knows, Keleto, that he has to really revive himself. He's a good player, and he knows that the team doesn't rely on individuals. So he has to make sure that his game becomes complete, and he was quite aware of that. And yeah, in any attacking positions there that you can, it's nice to have him because you can give him any roles in the attacking positions. And having Bule, for sure, it's a plus to have those kind of players, and Lesedi being around also now. We still have our captain Figo Mtambo. And yeah, coming to Vandal, it's one guy that I when I was still in Durban, I saw him. He was playing for Summerfields, I think. It was still coached by Coach Clinton Lassen. And when we moved to the Magezi, I saw him also there, and he's the guy that I liked. I followed him, and we wanted to bring him still when I was still in KZN, but I couldn't. And when he was available, I can tell you that the management took a good decision, because if you check, when I came, a lot of players, they were already there, and maybe in the Lesedi is the one that we can say Lesedi and Buli are the one that really had the discussions with the management about them. But look, we are trying to, he's not young, he might look skinny, but you know, South African players, they blossom late, or they get exposure late or recognized late at the later stage. So one thing that is good with him is that he's a humble boy, a very coachable guy, and a guy from Eastern Cape. So we will really, he's exciting, and we're looking forward to help and work with him up until we develop. And yeah, I'm good.
All right, we'll take the last one. There was already a link there. One. That's the last one.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Coach. Coach, I want to talk about your captain, Figo Mtambo. How does it feel to have a guy of his qualities, the character, always being positive, always giving 100 in all matches? And I, for one, believe that he might maybe make the squad in future. How do you feel about having a player such as Figo Mtambo?
What do you mean, might make a squad in future?
Bafana squad. I see him representing Bafana squad.
Be specific, because now I thought you already making my team and put him out. Yeah, okay. I had to check there. Look, I think Figo is a figure that everybody knows, and he's one guy that he will always give you 100%. He's the one guy that is making a dressing room buzz, training buzz, and you know, it's a good thing to have him around. It's something that we're trying to guard against. If he can only, the injury can excuse him for a bit and then had a smooth sailing, I think we haven't seen his fully potential playing throughout the season, especially since I was here, because of the injuries that he has been getting. So at the moment, he's okay, he's fine. But I can tell you that having him around, you know your team will be buzzing, you know your team will be focused, you know your team will be, especially the young players or the new players, they will be given good advices around. So yeah, it's good to have Linda in the team as our captain and as our leader.